Hey everyone, it's Rayo. Welcome back to my channel, guys. So, here are some of the most difficult lessons na nag-guide sa akin whenever I want to expand on a new customer. Ito yung mga tipong hindi ko natutunan from college, nor did I learn it from any other training na inattendan ko before. You know, as a background, guys, I used to work for a retail company and we were selling our merchandise and our products. And these are just some of the things na talagang nung dati akala ko eto na yung deal talaga on selling. But when I got to really experience it from that company as well, being on the front line, iba pala talaga siya. Iba ang pagiging sales and iba yung mga challenges ng pagkakaroon ng sales. Now that I have a business as well, ito yung mga lessons na hindi ko inaakala na it still guides me up until this point na I really make sure na I apply these things kahit na medyo mahirap or medyo madali yung kinakausap kong client. I hope you watch along and I hope may mapul kayo magagandang techniques on how you can also tag in your clients and really expand on your network as a business owner. And of course, having more sales equals having more production, thus getting you bigger and closer to your sales targets. So tara, samahan niyo ako on this video. Alam niyo guys, yung mga tipo ng customers na naghahanap lang ng mga murang products, yun yung isa sa mga challenges ko talaga. Kasi with the products that we create, we make sure na yung quality will be there, and of course, yung workmanship na ginagawa namin will be there as well. It's such a huge challenge para i-pull down yung presyo, and yet, yung mga customers natin are also asking for high quality products as well. So, magkaiba yung gusto ng customer na mababa presyo pero napakaganda. They're like asking na yung presyo ng babayaran nila pang 10 pesos lang, pero yung makukuha nilang quality is top notch. Kumbaga in analysis siguro sa isang plane ticket, gusto nila yung piece of fare pero business class sila uupo. In this way, para mag-meet and collaborate on a good price, I always make sure that I also leverage on what I know as a business owner and talagang i-front ko yung best of my products. Kung ano ang presyo na binabayaran nila, kung ano yung workmanship na makukuha nila. Ang pinaka-key dyan is to also make them realize, is to also make them see kung ano yung mismong feeling ng customers kapag hinawakan na yung product nila. That's the way I see it kapag hina-hand over ko yung samples na ginagawa ko to my customers. And they will also see it kapag sila mismo nakatayo dun sa store nila and they hand over a product to a buyer. Yung tipong binayaran na yung product, they would hold it, they would see it, they would see the workmanship. They would get curious kung paano ginawa yung product na to. Para sa isang business owner, some secrets are best kept, no, para sa inyo lamang. Huwag niyo sabihin yung inyong secret recipe or yung secret ingredient ninyo. So, dapat ganun yung atake natin if they're asking for low price and the best quality that we can provide. The second one is to make sure that the power is always maintained sa customers natin. What is power nga ba? Why did I mention power? Of course, the customer is always right and they would always understand kung sino nga ba yung customers na kinakausap nila. For some of the customers, no, they would always know kung sino na nga ba yung talagang bumibili sa kanila, kung sino yung mga laging pupunta sa kanilang destinations maybe, or kung sino nga ba yung talagang suki ng mga products nila. So, you need to understand better and really listen, no? Really listen to what your customers are saying. You need to make sure that you can attach kung ano yung sinabi ng customer to the next phrases na sasabihin mo. It would be very critical, guys, na kailangan nating maging empathetic to our customers and very careful, sensitive in listening to our customers. Maganda kasi na kapag kinakausap tayo, di ba, lalo na ng mga salesman, na hindi tayo inaahente lamang. Hindi yung, sige na ma'am, order na kayo. Magkano po ba yung, ilang piraso po ba yung order ninyo? Magkano po ba yung gusto ninyo? So it's not the typical fast food na kapag meron kayong gustong bilhin, o-order lang kayo and that's it, di ba? Thank you. I'll send you yung yung product ninyo. Not really, no. So as a business owner, we need to make sure that we can listen carefully and kailangan talaga natin mapakita sa kanila na careful tayo and deliberate in making sure that we communicate with them as well. So dapat talaga nandun yung keywords na sinabi nila, how they also shared yung kanilang observations to their customers and how it would relate to you as a business owner, now giving them the products na sa tingin mo would capture yung requirements nilang ganyan. So, listen and then process talaga, tapos sabihin ninyo ng malinaw para sa kanila. So, kailangan nandun yung empathy. Kailangan nandun talaga yung listening skills natin kapag ginagawa natin yan. So, this is the second lesson na masishare ko sa inyo, nag-guide pa rin sa akin hanggang ngayon. The third one is really about, how should I say it? Pero it's really more of yung masakit kapag nag-no ang isang customer. Yan. So, marami na rin ako mga potential customers na nagsabi sa akin ng no. Maraming salamat po sa inyo kasi it only guides me on how I can be bigger and how I can be better at what I do. And I always see it na siguro sa ngayon hindi maganda yung partnership natin on how that my products will be best for your stores as well. But I really want to be sure that I can tell myself needed to first feel yung ganong klaseng turn down. I need to grow from that pain and I need to make sure that I can be patient in understanding that customer. Kailangan lang nandun sila sa radar ko, nakasulat sila sa akin, hindi ko sila kinakalimutan, and narin yung time na pwede ko na silang balikan. It may not be in the next 6 months, maybe not even in a year, but maybe, just maybe it will be by 2 years, maybe 3 years. Hindi ko pa ito nagagawa pero meron ako mga ibang customers na message na rin sila after a few months, tapos they were able to review kung ano nga ba yung mga products na pwede ko nang ma-provide para sa kanila. In hindsight, it really gave me the room to grow as a person and as a business owner, and also challenge my team in making sure that the products that we can offer is something na mas wide yung magiging customer base niya. If ever that you want to expand or you're challenging your company to expand, then definitely it would be something na hindi niyo pa ginagawa from before. And that gives you a little more humble experience na para masabi sa sarili mo, you need to grow as a business owner as well. You need to grow the business as well. So talagang nandyan yung challenge na naman, sleepless nights maybe, kasi iniisip mo kung paano ka mag-expand, kung paano mo makaka-capture yung ganong klaseng customer. And there will be a time na pwede mo silang katukin ulit. Eto, sinasabi ko na lang talaga sa sarili ko ngayon, kakatukin ko kayo ulit, and sana at that time, open pa rin yung pintuan natin. And by that time, sana nagkaroon na tayo ng better opportunities na magkaroon tayo ng partnership. Ito yung mga lessons na natutunan ko as a business owner, and these are things na hindi ko natutunan from any training before or even books, lalo na sa school, hindi ko siya nakuha dati. But really, it gives me the opportunity as a business owner na talagang grabe, ganito pala talaga siya. Ganito siya kahirap. Wala naman lang nag-prepare sa akin ito. But yeah, I hope those 3 things will have some impact on you as a business owner. I hope it's something na talagang makikitaan ninyo ng value. If you have some techniques or tips na pwede ninyo i-share sa community, please comment dito sa video na to and let's talk about it. Discuss natin. If this video is something na talagang nakatulong sa inyo, or it gave you that insight, I hope you click on that subscribe and like button and be a subscriber of my channel. Maraming salamat guys, and I'll see you sa susunod na clip. And yun, ingat tayo palagi. Bye-bye!